Yes, we are live. Hello. How is everyone doing?
Amazing.
Okay.
Living the dream.
Just gonna quickly check if it's streaming on YouTube, okay? Okay. It still says waiting for okay. It's weird. Okay, we are live on Twitter for sure. Not sure if YouTube is taking the stream. It's working. Great. All right, great. So I'm so excited to have a superpower packed room full of amazing builders here. We have people from Safe, Pimlico, some very cool friends of mine. And today we will be doing a very cool, like a gas station program community call to give you an overview of what this whole program is about and how you can participate in it. So before we get into the deets, let's just begin with a quick round of intros. Let's begin with Christoph.
Awesome. Thank you for hosting me. My name is Christoph. I am the founder of Pimlico. Pimlico is a smart account infrastructure platform that makes it very easy for builders to build with smart accounts. So we provide bundlers, paymasters, all the basic things you need to do, you need to use to get started building on this new ERC 457 standard. Well, I mean, not new anymore, but it used to be new back in the day. So yeah, very excited to be here.
Superb, great. Lorne, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure thing. Hey, folks, I am Lornie from SAFE. I am technically our grants lead, but I manage all of our funding programs at SAFE, including grants, including accelerator programs, and now the gas station, which I'm super excited to kick off with you guys. And I'll share more about that after. But yeah, feel free to holler at me if you have any questions about the program.
Great. Herman?
Hello, guys. My name is Herman. I work as developer relations at Safe, writing technical documentation, like guides, workshops, attending events, hackathons, and some other things. So later we'll be seeing some ways to integrate Safe.
Awesome, great. And I guess some of you might already know me, but if not, I'm Vanshika. I'm the development manager at Gnosis Chain, and I'm very excited to, completely introduce you to the program and also walk you through how you would be deploying your contracts to Gnosis Chain and utilizing Pimlico and Safe together. So, Lorne, over to you. Let's begin with what's gas station program and make the builders know more about this.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have done quite a few research in terms of the safe builder ecosystem and asking builders like what they want and how we can best support them. And one response that always came up was help with gas transactions. And we see this across all of the industry, but we thought, okay, what can we do to help our builders? So we came up with the idea to host a multi-chain gas station or gas credit programs where we partner with chains to help sponsor and foot the bill essentially for builders to cover gas transactions. So quick note in terms of like when this kicks off. So the official launch date for applications to open is August 1st. We're doing the teaser here to kind of get you guys a sense of what to expect, but officially the application launch date is August 1st. And how the program works with Gnosis is that we're partnering with builders building on Gnosis. And for 6 months, so the program runs for 6 months, you will get an allocation of 500 per month to build on Gnosis chain. And there's more details. I'll leave it to the technical folks after this, but where you can go, I'll post a link, is safe.global/gas-station. If you go to the Safe website, you'll find the gas station program. If you go to our Twitter, you can also see more details and get links to the resources there. And also for builders that are also building on Pimlico as well, like that's why we have Christoph here. It's our program for really charging and building the next wave of 4337 projects. I'll pause there if you guys have any follow-up questions. Otherwise, I will hand it off to my friends.
Awesome. Thanks for the overview, Lorne. So, Christoph, I would go and ask you to explain about Biblico, and I will also allow you to present your screen if you have some dashboard to present as well, and then talk about the sponsorship policies and all the tech details. So, over to you.
Awesome. Let me try and figure out how to share my screen. Let's see. Oh my God, it's giving me so many options. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, this is great. This is great.
Wait.
Let me try again. Oh yes, we all love a good screen sharing.
Okay. Yes.
Exercise.
Now it should be visible.
Fantastic. So here you can see Pimlico's main documentation page. But what I'm going to start with actually is the dashboard, which is what you get if you click this nice button over here. At Pimlico, we do not want to be just a provider of a bundler and paymaster URL. Right? We want to be a very fully fledged, very advanced smart account platform for building smart accounts. So once you enter the dashboard, you will see some basic statistics. And as you scroll down, you'll notice some of the tools you'll have at your disposal to build very easily with smart accounts. So you'll have some metrics to do with your requests, what you are bundling, how much you're bundling, how much you're sponsoring. And you will also obviously have a nice breakdown of all the logs regarding what you're sending, what you're requesting, how much it's costing, when it was sent. We will have this debugging page as well, which I'll demonstrate in a second. But most importantly, if you go to the sponsorship policies page, you will notice this big little box where we are advertising the Safe Core gas station program, right? So I encourage everyone to click here and obviously check out Safe's website here, where you can learn more about the gas station program and apply as well to be hopefully selected for it. But now I would just demonstrate, okay, say you get selected, right? What happens then? Well, what you're actually going to do is you're going to receive a link, right? And this link, you're going to simply click, and you will see a page similar to what you're seeing now with me. You're going to claim this grant, and then you will notice you will have an active grant here in the Pimlico dashboard, right? You can see this is giving me, in this case, a grant of $200 for the SafeCore gas station program on Gnosis chain, and you will also have a respective policy ID that you will have to use to actually spend from this gas sponsorship policy. I'll show you how you can actually use this in a second. But just going to the remaining parts of the things I want to show in the dashboard, we've been really focused on developer experience, right? So we've seen that people actually have typically quite a few bugs that they encounter, a bunch of opaque errors, and so you want to make it as easy as possible to figure out what's going wrong and figure out how to actually make sure everything's working as you expect. So if you go to the user operation logs, right, the things you submit through Pimlico will tell you exactly about the status of the user operation. And if you click on any one of them, you can actually see when exactly it was at which stage of being included with the bundler, right? So you can see when it was received, added the mempool, submitted and included on chain, right? If you go back, if there is something that, say, doesn't work, if something reverts, you also have quite a detailed error on okay, what actually reverted, what actually failed. If you go back, you can also actually pick any one of these and decide that, hey, I actually want to simulate what happened. And you get a very nice, very easy to use tenderly link that produces this simply just a whole trace of these operation, so you can see when exactly you encountered the error, and that hopefully will make it easier for you to debug your application. But now let's go on to a quick run through of the docs of Pimlico. Most importantly, is the how to use sponsorship policies page, right? So here, as I mentioned, you're going to have this sponsorship policy ID that you're going to use. And very simply, when you submit a PM sponsors operation request to Pimlico, you should simply include the sponsorship policy ID in this third parameter, right? And this is going to prompt Pimlico to use the gas credits you have provided by Safe, provided by Gnosis Chain, to actually spend from when you make these sponsorship requests. Other than that, we also have permissionless.js, which is the most popular smart account related TypeScript SDK out there, where we have a very comprehensive guide on how you can use Safe together with permissionless.js. Right? And we can actually, I definitely recommend all builds take a look at this. See what it takes to get started. See how you're going to have to import and include all the paymaster clients, bundle clients, create and manage the Safe accounts, and start transacting and start doing whatever you want to do with the power of small accounts. So other than that, we've built a ton of developer experience related guides explaining every single error that we can think of that you might encounter in your journey. But otherwise, you can always reach out to us either on Telegram, on Twitter, Farcaster, or DMing me personally, and we can always help you out. Good luck.
All right, that was amazing, like mind blowing. I really love the permissionless library, by the way, personally, and have integrated in like a couple of the repos as well. So, all right, let's move on to the next segment of the community call, which is I will just give you a bit of introduction to what Gnosis Chain is. So, yeah, I'm gonna just present up my screen and let me know if you have any questions. So cool. So most of us might already be aware of like Gnosis chain in general, but some of us confuse it with it being L2, which is not really true. Gnosis chain is basically an L1 community run chain, and it's secured by around 200k over 200k validators. Coolest thing about Gnosis chain is that you pay the gas fees in a stable coin, the native stable coin, which is XDAI token. So that's like one of the biggest cool feature actually of the chain. And the transaction time for like for the blockchain is just 5 seconds, with the transaction fee being approximately like 0.01 dollars for 500 transactions. So the gas fees is low. You can send around like super 500 transactions with $0.001, and upon that you have the native gas token which does not fluctuate, so that makes it like really really cool and easy to use. I'll just give a bit of overview if you are going to build on Gnosis chain, how you can go about it. So I'll just like present our docs as well. Okay. So this is our official Gnosis Chain docs, and if you are a builder who is just building on Gnosis Chain and would like to integrate safe and permissionless, there are two segments that you would have to go through. The first one is, of course, you check out the build on Gnosis Chain section, and you might be using certain environment to build the contract. Could be hard hat, could be Foundry. So based on your requirement, I'm usually a big fan of hard hat actually, but if I want to use like Foundry or Truffle, feel free to go ahead and you can like check out the specific guides as well. And based on the kind of contract and everything, you can just start deploying the contract with hard hat commands. Another important thing that you should definitely know about Gnosis chain is if you are on testnet or mainnet, right? So you need like the chain ID, and you can actually add the chains in the MetaMask because it's not like natively supported within the UI. So either what you could do is you can open up your MetaMask and add the network custom network by adding the chain ID and the RPC URL. You could use either from the gateway or use this RPC chiadochain.net. Or if you want to use the mainnet, then you have a different chain ID, which is chain ID 100, native token being the XDAI, And the staking token for a Gnosis chain is GNO, which is not required in this whole process. So you just need to have XDAI for the initial contract deployment. This is the RPC URL for the same as well. Now, Gnosis chain also has faucets for both mainnet and testnet. So if you want to utilize that, you can like go to the custom faucet links, which is like present in both the segments, and request for XDAI, which would be more than enough for you to deploy the smart contract on the chain, and then integrate the rest features from the permissionless library and the safe integration as well. If you have any questions while deploying or while building the contract, we also have, of course, the community of 15K developers on Discord. So I will drop a link as well in the chat so that if you want to join and speak to me or another Devril or just team member, then you can definitely leave your questions there as well. So yeah, just a bit of brief about how to build on Gnosis chain. And now I'm going to pass on to Herman to actually talk about all account abstraction related stuff and also safe integration.
Hello. So thank you very much. So what is Safe? Safe is a smart account protocol. We are working on creating a smart account standard and everything related to account abstraction. And we are not doing this alone internally at Safe, but also together with multiple partners, collaborators, and very important builders as well, together to create the Safe ecosystem. And the Safe ecosystem is formed by a big variety of projects and applications that are focused on different topics, but all of them built on top of Safe. And this is especially cool because Safe does not just provide the core functionality of our contracts, like being a multi-signature account, but also the functionality is extended. And this can be done via different ways, like Safe modules. And this would allow to implement things like additional recovery mechanisms, defining very granular roles to different accounts to see whether specific accounts can or cannot execute certain things in your Safe. Also automate transfers, automate interactions with contracts from external protocols, and so on. So this is what builders can be focused on improving UX with different features, making things easier, while keeping and having the best security with Safe. So regarding our Safe stack, I also want to share our documentation. So I will try to share my screen as well. Here. So I think it's working. Yes. So here in our docs, you can see different sections. As I was saying, our stack is, you can find it in different layers, contract layers in the blockchain, our smart accounts and modules as well. Also, we have some services, the API layer, like the transaction service that you can use to share transactions with your other signers or owners of your own Safe, collect the signatures, and then execute transactions. There are other services you can check in our docs. And finally, we have our SDK that will allow applications and front ends to easily integrate all these things and interact with the smart account. So here in the SDK, you will find several kits. These are focused on different things. The protocol kit, for example, allows to interact with the Safe, configure a Safe, adding, removing owners, same for modules, same for guards and other things, creating transactions, signing them, etc. The API kit allows to interact with the transaction service by submitting these transactions so the other signers can get them and sign it. And then the relay kit is focused on the ERC 4337 and relaying transactions gaslessly, uh, paying them the with the funds that are inside the safe, or getting them sponsored by a third party like Pimlico Infra. So if we go to advanced, here we can see some documentation about our smart account. We have some details about how we are integrating different ERCs, like the 4337. And if we go inside this one, there's a guide section with multiple ones. And here specifically, the safe accounts with Safe 4337 module, you can see very similar as the one that was shown before with permissionless JS from Christoph, but now this one would be using the Safe Core SDK, specifically the relay kit. So if you are interested in using this one, you will need to add the relay kit as a dependency, then importing a Safe 4337 pack class. You will need to get a signer. This signer can be obtained. Maybe it can be a signer address and its private key, or the provider that you can get from different projects like Web3auth, Privy, Magic, or some others. Then an RPC URL would be needed as well. In this case, you have some available for Gnosis. And to initialize the Safe4337 pack, you can do that depending on whether you have already a safe created, or you need whether you want to create a new safe or you want to use an existing one. And you will need to pass the details of the safe, set up the bundler URL, and then for the paymaster options that you will need to add as well. Here, among different properties, like is the transaction sponsored, or the paymaster URL, or the address, or the token address, you have the sponsorship policy ID, which is the one that you can get from the Pimlico dashboard. So once you set up your policy ID here, you can get the transactions sponsored by the gas station program. After that, once you have this initialized, you can start creating your transactions, maybe batch transactions, get a safe operation that the users, a safe operation that the owners of the safe will need to sign. And once you have collected all the signatures, then you can call the method execute transaction, get the user operation hash, maybe waiting for the receipt, and that should be it. That should be how you can sponsor a safe transaction with 4337 using Pimlico Infra and our SDK. So that was it basically from our side. You can, or I recommend checking the docs to see, to look for all the details you need. And we also have a Telegram channel for support that I'm sure it will be shared. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Herman. I also shared the link to the docs as well for the Safe SDK. So that is great. Moving on, I'll just give a bit of overview about what is there for you if you're building on top of, let's say, safe, permissionless, obviously, and in general, of course, on Gnosis chain ecosystem. To give like a slight overview that we don't really do like sort of big grants from Gnosis chain particularly, because we believe that supporting a team from one on one right from the beginning when you are building is the most important thing. So if you are building and you require any kind of support, then our whole BD and development team works together with you to support with all of the thing that you are requiring, and as well as the engineering points like solutions engineering point as well. Second thing, we also have Gnosis chain ecosystem that you can be part of once you, let's say, deploy on Gnosis chain. So for that, you can request on our like tally form that is on the website itself. I will drop up the link for ecosystem to check out what kind of projects are live on Gnosis chain and the different segments as well. So we are very happy to support you and get you added on our official ecosystem page as well for visibility and getting the word out in the community too. Obviously, there's like a marketing team in place which will help you out to support and also give you like a bit of bandwidth to support on Twitter, and other places, like, having like a blog, let's say, for example, which would just make things much more easier for you when you're just beginning off with a project. So yeah, I mean, it's very evident that when you are part of the ecosystem, you get the support from our end, and as well, in this condition, Safe is also part of it. So Safe will be also pushing from their end for all the people who apply in the gas station program, and as well as Pimlico, right? So that would be awesome. I will drop the links as well for the community, which Harman mentioned earlier. But let's say, if we have any questions from participants, I don't see any right now, but I'll just quickly check. All right. I don't think there is any question particularly, but Lonnie, do you want to drop the link for the community as well?
Yes, so I just posted it in the YouTube channel as well for folks to learn more about the gas station. We also do have grants through the Safe DAO governance program. I'll post a link on the YouTube channel for that. But come get your gas funded. Get gas. That's what I've been telling anyone. Instead of like got milk, get gas.
That's great. All right. So I think with this, is there any more points that you guys would like to add? Anything that you would like to mention?
Nope, it's just that applications open on August 1st, and I'll also post a link here in the YouTube channel for people to get notified if they want a reminder of like when we go live next week, and then you can apply.
Awesome, great. So, is there like a waiting list for people as well to join?
Yeah. So right now,
Okay.
because the application's not open right now, you can sign up, leave your email, and then we'll notify you saying like, hey, August 1st
Okay,
is
awesome.
here. Route you to the application.
Okay, great. Christoph, anything that you would like to mention?
No, I think it's time to build with small accounts. We have amazing teams here, Gnosis Chain, Safe, Pimlico, all here to help you win, all here to help you give your users amazing UX. So don't worry about reaching out to us. Please do. We're here to help. And yeah, wishing you the best of luck. And thank you all for building with small accounts.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lorne, Christoph, and Herman. Last but not the least, I will just drop one GitHub repository as well for someone who wants to just take a look at the code base and just quickly start implementing as well. So this is like just the gas credit program, and you will also find all the FAQs and all the important details related to the program mentioned here. So I think with this, maybe we'll close the community call. What do you say? And probably like, let's of course be in touch on Discord if you're building, and we will support you in on all the possible scenarios.
Sounds
Great.
good. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
Have a good
everyone,
one.
Goodbye.
for joining. Thank
All right.
you.
Ciao. Bye.